Setting up WP QR code generator is very simple. Once the plugin has been installed, you just install it through the normal plugins interface. You get a zip file and you just upload that and activate the plugin, and instantly you'll be at this point here. And when you click on WP QR code generator down here, then you get this screen here where you have a tutorial video which goes through all the configuration and setup and how to use WP QR code generator. You can enter your name and email address down here to be notified of updates to the plugin, and down here we have the short codes that you want to use to have the form and the image displayed on your blog. Now these two short codes must both be on the same page or on the same post, but you can have them on multiple pages or multiple posts. You can use this as many times throughout your blog as you wish. Once you've changed anything on any of these screens, just hit update settings and that will save your settings. If we go to the form settings, this controls the colors of the form. So the background color for the labels, that's this background here, is here. When you click on it, you have a color picker, so you can change the colors just by clicking around, or you can change the number. If you have a particular color number that's in your theme, your WordPress theme, you can change to that and it automatically changes. If you make a mistake and you didn't want to change it, just press the escape key and it goes back to what you had originally. And you can change all of these colors. You can change this background here, the color of this text here, the heading text color, that's all these settings down here. The color of the border, this black border around here, you can change that if you wanted that to be red or blue, whatever color. The width of the border, it's set to 1 by default, but you can change that to whatever you want. You can have a solid border or a dashed border or no border. You can change the width of the form. It's set by default to 400 pixels, but you can change that to be smaller or larger if you wish. The padding is this space between the input boxes and the labels and things. And down here we have the text that goes on the heading of the form. Now you see here we have enter the details for your QR code. If we go back to our form, here we are back on our form, you see there's that same text here, enter the details for your QR code. Now if we go back and we change this, say for example we change details just to be uppercase, just for an illustration, and then I update my settings. Okay, if I go back now to my form and I refresh my form, we'll see now it's changed, and now we have uppercase for the word details on there. Now we can change that, and we can change this heading at the top here. We can change these messages here next to the checkboxes. I'll show you those in just one moment. If we go back, so that was all of these things down here. One other thing while I'm on this screen, you'll notice here if you put your mouse over the little eyes at the right, then it tells you what you're supposed to enter for that particular field. Okay, let's go on to the email settings. Okay, here are the two text messages that we saw on the form. So yes, please email me a copy of my QR code image. Go back here, yes, please email me a copy of my QR code image. If I change that, please, let's just change email to the word send, and that would change on the other one. I'm not going to go and change that just for the moment. What else? Okay, notification email address is the email address that an email is sent to every time someone completes the form. So if they make a QR code for an email address, you get all the details for that sent to this email address here. If they make a one for a website, you get those details sent to this one here. Every time someone generates an image on your form, you get an email telling you exactly what details they've filled in. So you always have all the details that they have, and you can use that to follow up telephone them, email them, go and visit them and talk to them and offer your other services to them. This controls what gets emailed to them. So this is the from email address that's used to send the email to them with their download link, and this is the name that goes on that email in the from box of the email. Down here we put in the autoresponder code from our autoresponder. If I just quickly pop across to my autoresponder, you just go to the publish settings of your list, click I will install my form, and you want the raw HTML version. So this is it here. I tend to just remove the beautiful form styles part because we don't need that, but literally all you do now is just click that and copy, and then come back here and just in here just select or just paste into there, and that puts your autoresponder code there, and the plugin does everything for you. It automatically works out how to do all the bits and pieces for your autoresponder from that. In here, this is the text that we are going to send to the person when they generate their QR code to tell them where their download link is. So this is the subject for that email, and this is the text for it. Now in here you see this little short code. You must have that in there, otherwise they won't get their image link, and it must be the same as that, so don't change that, leave it the way it is. But the rest of this text and this subject you can change to be whatever you wish. Down here right at the end you see on this particular one I've got a line that says this is a one-time mailing that you requested at, and what I've also got here is show IP in message. I've got that checked. What that does is, if this is checked, it will put the IP address and the date and time when the QR code image was requested, and it will add that to the email. So the very last line, if you're going to put the IP address in, just so you don't confuse the reader, just put a little line, something like this, to tell them what that next information is. If you're not going to send the IP, then just take this line out. But this text here, you can make it whatever you want. Put in your marketing message, try and sell them additional services, additional facilities like keyword research, search engine ranking, traffic generation, autoresponder setup, whatever services you feel you can comfortably offer to these people. So as you see, it's very, very simple to adjust everything in here. Very easy to use.